So today, enjoy the moment and let's make sure that we kick off our season at home with a win and we make this place a horrible place for any opposition to come.
Hello, you okay?
You alright? No, oh my god.
You alright?
You alright?
Yeah, good, very good.
Staying out there, really
So we're going to do your normal sort of new contract sign interview video, but we're going to do it a bit differently.
Got to look down the camera lens or something, haven't I? That's going to be
You'll be good, you'll look good, trust me.
Okay.
And then we'll do a few questions for next season because we're going to do a doc on women's team next season.
That'd be cool. Freya Thomas and I'm a centre midfielder. I think for this season we want to win it. There's no other way. We want to get promoted. I think all the girls coming in as well want that. So hopefully we can achieve that this year.
And then obviously new deal today, 2-year deal. How did it feel to put pen to paper?
I couldn't think of a better place to be personally. How much I've improved as a person and a player just being here. There's nowhere else I wanted to be apart from here, and me and my family think it was the best decision for me. I want to be on this journey with the club. I want to see it get as far as possible, and I really do believe that we can, and hopefully we can get promoted this year and start that stepping stone.
You spoke about it a bit there, but as a team, what is the ambition for the new season?
Promotion, 100%. I think the club has a direction and that's the way that we want to go, and we're going to achieve that this year.
And then a couple serious.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. I do.
Smiling?
Yeah. That's what. Perfect. Right. Do we get everyone in?
Get the troops in.
Get the gang.
Fine. Yeah, left hand on the table. Yeah. Sort of mean it's like that's it. Yeah, that's nice. One more. Perfect.
There was a lot of change last year, and I think obviously with growing into that now, we understand what the club want and the schedule and things like that. It's a lot of change for obviously a lot of the girls because they work as well, some of them. So I think just sticking to that, working hard, sticking together is massive this year, and hopefully we can achieve what we want to achieve. I'm really excited for next season. I think it's going to be a massive year for the group and for me personally. And like I keep saying, we just want to get promoted and hopefully we can do that.
Who do you want to face first when the fixtures get released?
I think probably a big team, just to put a stamp on the league straight away. I think the first game's always important, but yeah, maybe like a Burnley. Definitely a Burnley, yeah. It just literally feels like home. I can't describe it in any other way than that. I mean, I can't see myself being at any other club. I just love it here so much. Staff, teammates, everyone, even my family agree. I think it's where I've improved the most, where I've developed as a player, and I just want to keep pushing with the club.
You sent this, so this is for you to watch.
Hi Freya, sorry I can't be there today for your signing on photos. Just wanted to send you a message from my seat on our plane on our way out to Bali, because I'm that prepared today with the wedding. But no, look, so glad to have you back on board with us. You're such a huge part of what we're trying to achieve here at Forest, and no, we're just glad that you chose to stay on board with us. I'm excited for what the season is going to hold and what more we can do to support your development as well, and just look forward to enjoying taking Nottingham Forest the Women's Championship with you. So enjoy today, and I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's lush, isn't it?
Tell me the way that you like to.
Mollie Green, defender for Nottingham Forest.
So Mollie, how does it feel to sign a new contract with Nottingham Forest?
Buzzing. It's something that I've been working towards. It's something that I've wanted, so to get it signed I'm absolutely over the moon. Reflections, they're positive. There's definitely positive that we can take from last season. There was moments that we were good, and I think we need to take them moments and multiply them and be more consistent with them. And ultimately we want to win the league, and I think the foundations that we set last season will put us in good stead for this season to go on and do that. Target personally, I think, is to win. So I want to win. I want to be the best version of myself to achieve that and to achieve the aims that I've got for myself, which is to win, basically.
And then last up, what is the ambition for this team next season?
I've said it before and I'll say it again, we will get promoted this season. It is promotion, so we've got to do everything that we did right last season again, even more so, even harder, even better to win it, to do it. We have got the capabilities, so let's go and do it.
Right, do a couple against there. Start here with your back against there.
Yep.
So that's going to back and on slowly. And again, just looking out onto the pitch. And then one more look out onto the pitch for me, but not too far, just so your hair's not covering your face, that's it.
We had moments last season where they were positive, but I think to win leagues, you've got to have more of them moments more consistently. So I think over the course of the season, the winning streak we went on in January, I think, why can't we progress and use that for February, March, April, May, and the months before? So I think that needs to be changed and something that we can do differently.
How have you enjoyed your time at Nottingham Forest so far?
I've loved it. I've really loved it. I've loved playing for the club. I love the people that the club embody and who's at the club. We're just missing success. That's the only part that's missing at the minute for me.
But what's the goal for next season?
Promotion. That's it.
Caragh Hamilton, fullback. It's really exciting. From the first conversations that I had with everyone here, I knew it was an exciting project to be a part of, and ultimately in the end it was an easy decision to make to come here. Obviously a lot of people talk about the direction that the club is going in and the ambitions that it has for the next couple of years, but I think even just for where it's at right now, obviously going full time, professional football is something that I needed in order to kind of keep pushing at international level as well. And I know that this is probably the place where I know I can develop those parts of my game that I need to, and I know with the coaching in the high performing environment here, that's going to, stand me in good stead for international football as well. I've been playing international football since I was 15 years old, so 12, 13 years within the national team. I've moved around club football a little bit, spent some time in Iceland, mostly in Northern Ireland over the past couple of years, and then last season in the championship with Lewis. Yeah, I think we've got a lot of really experienced characters, and maybe international football is something that is a slightly different element that the team doesn't have yet, so I'm excited to bring that. The teams and the calibre of opposition that I've played against have obviously been at a very high level, and yeah, that's hopefully going to be a good element for the team. We want to be a team that dominates the ball, wants to impose our principles and our style of play on other teams, and it's obviously an amazing ground. As a huge football fan in general, I've had the opportunity to play at some amazing stadiums, and this ground is definitely right up there.
Perfect, you're looking nice and advanced.
I think focusing on ourselves first and foremost. I don't think you look at any game any differently. It's just all about getting 3 points, whatever that looks like. Ultimately, yeah, we wanted to look pretty, to dominate and to score plenty of goals, but teams are going to make it very, very difficult for us. We know that. I think people, it's no secret what the ambition is of the club, and I think with that comes naturally a bit of a target on your back. So as much as we can have sort of a siege mentality and be strong within the dressing room, make sure that everybody is fully focused week to week on what the job is, everybody knows their role. Just we can't look at anything outside of ourselves.
Okay, welcome to Nottingham Forest. How does it feel to sign for the club?
It's really exciting. I think being at the start of an adventure when the team is turning professional, and the plans that the club have in place, I think to be one of the first players to kind of join that with the players that are already here that have obviously experienced trying to take the club up in the last couple of years. I'm really excited to get started.
What is it about Nottingham Forest that made you want to sign here?
If I'm honest, I think speaking to Carly was a huge reason that I came. I think the way that she spoke about the club, but also what she was going to do and the level of detail that she had, it was certainly something exciting that I wanted to be a part of. I understand that it's going to be a challenge for me because I've never played in this league before, so I'm going to have to do a lot of learning. But I hope that I can bring something to the team, and that's certainly something that I'm looking forward to. The way Carly wants to use me, or the way that I can try and help the team, I think that's a big part of why I came.
Obviously, we had major investment from our owner going full time. Was that a key factor in you joining?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge club anyway, so I think for them to now support the women's team on a bigger scale is huge. I think you can tell by the reaction across social media from other players, other clubs. Unfortunately, at the moment, we're seeing a trend where clubs aren't backing the women's team. So I think the fact that they're actually putting their foot forward and saying, yeah, we're going to back the women's team is such a huge pull for any player. Especially for someone like me, it gives me an opportunity to try and help this team become what they're capable of, and I'm really looking forward to the challenge.
As part of the announcement, we announced the 11 games being played here at the City Ground. How much are you looking forward to playing out on that pitch?
Oh, it'd be massive. I've had a look at the pitch. It's such a good surface. The facilities are unbelievable. And it's, you know, hopefully it's something that can draw a crowd in as well and allow people to come and watch us play. It always helps, I think, when you have such good facilities to play at. It gives us no excuses for not playing good football. So hopefully we can deliver that on the pitch.
Emily Batty, goalkeeper. Yeah, very happy, very pleased. I've loved my time at the club here so far, and I think ultimately being here for another year is going to help my development and ultimately make me a better player. You know, I've worked hard to get that opportunity, and I think having it as a full-time focus is ultimately going to make me a better player, and I can put more effort and more time into developing and ultimately becoming even better than I want to be. So yeah, I'm very excited to learn and develop.
How's it feel to have your family here today for your signing?
Yeah, very special. They've not been at too many games over the last 18 months for various reasons, so to have them here today means a lot to me, and hopefully I'll see them in the crowd on the upcoming season. Every goalie wants to win Golden Glove, but I think it's a testament to how we defend from the front and how we play out of possession, and I think it's a credit to everyone. But yeah, a goalie really wants it. It's nothing better than being hard to beat, so yeah, it's a nice thing to aim for.
And then just last off, what is the ambition for the team this season?
Promotion, it's got to be. I think we're in a good position, we've got a good group, and I think ultimately that's got to be our focus, and hopefully we'll take the lessons from last year but also the positives that we had, and that will stand us in a good stead to hopefully get there by May. We set out to want promotion and ultimately we'll do that again this year, but I think we learnt a lot last year and hopefully that will stand us in better stead this year in the new campaign. I think the league's stronger, competition is harder, but we've got a good group of people, and ultimately we've started developing last year and how we want to play both in and out of possession, and another year on that, building it as a group, we're going to be in a better position to do that. It feels like home. I've been here 3 years and this is my 4th, and I just feel like it's the environment that I want to be in. You know, it's a really good group of people, both like on the pitch and also behind the scenes, and it's something I want to be a part of. So yeah, I'm very happy to be here.
Thanks, Sam.
Welcome. You Reds.
Very good. Yeah, very nice. And now just do one of you on your own as well. So towards me. Smile again, that's it. Reflect, and then we'll come and stand.
I'm Nat Johnson and I play left back for Nottingham Forest.
So Nat, how does it feel to put pen to paper on a new 2-year deal with the club?
Yeah, I'm delighted. I think that my first year with Forest was one that I really enjoyed, so to be able to commit to 2 more years is really special, and I can't wait, yeah.
Speaking of that first year, how was your first maiden year at Nottingham Forest?
Couldn't have gone better, to be honest. I enjoyed my football, I enjoyed the process and learning under Carly and Marcus. I thought the girls were brilliant, I thought the club was brilliant, so yeah, couldn't stop smiling really, so no complaints from me, so very happy.
That's it. Yeah, that's really nice actually. Yeah,
sit down. Almost be like really laid back if you want, so you can like be sat like that even with one foot up.
Okay.
However comfy you
Should
want
I
to
wash
get.
my shoes? I think promotion, we have to go out thinking, knowing that we're gonna win the league. I think that last year was very, it was good. It was a building year, but I think we all know that we've got more, and we really want to push for it this year.
You spoke about the team there, you know, the relationship you've built. What about playing with your likes of Freya and Mollie again after being at Caragh together?
Yeah, I love Freya and Mollie. I think that we've played together now for at least 2 years. And I think we're all growing as players, and I think having those relationships off the pitch and playing together for more than a season, you sort of build relationships on the pitch, and I think they're really important and sort of the backbone to creating a successful team.
Another one on relationships, obviously you vice-captain last season, Lino's captain. How have you enjoyed working with her?
I think Lino's great. I think she just sets a perfect example of you know, of how to lead a team of all different ages and backgrounds and experiences, and I've really learnt a lot from Lino this year, and I just think she's solid as a person and as a player, so yeah, absolute great leader. I think for us this season is we have to learn from the mistakes that we made last season when we dropped points, and I think we're all excited to rectify the mistakes that we made last year, so yeah, no silly points dropped.
Yeah, that's good. And then we'll get a couple.
Sound like you actually.
We'll go skiing soon.
Yeah, can't wait.
And then we'll do last one, just in the seats over here. And I've got one more.
He's got all the secret spots.
Put me through my paces.
So Mal, welcome to Nottingham Forest. How does it feel to sign for the club?
Thank you. You know, it feels really good. I'm really happy to be here, and I can't wait to get started.
What was it about Forest that made you want to sign?
I think, you know, the club's got a really big history, and obviously previously knowing Carly and Amber, having conversations with them, it's driven me back to come back, and obviously I'm back home, so yeah, it just feels like the right time to come here.
Was the club going full-time a big part of you joining?
I mean, I was in conversation before, but no, yeah, that's amazing. I think, you know, the owners and what everyone's doing down at Forest is fantastic, and they're really pushing the club, so yeah, I just can't wait to be a part of it.
Obviously, a part of the announcement, we confirmed that all league games will be at the City Ground. How much are you looking forward to playing here?
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, I've literally had a brief look before, and yeah, it looks really good, and I'm really excited to play down there and score some goals.
Can you give Forest fans an insight of what we can expect from you?
I think a lot of energy, hard work. I'm very compassionate, and I think I'll just always try my best and work hard. And obviously, I'm here to do my job. So ultimately, hopefully, that helps the team and and what we want to achieve together in the near future. So yeah, it's quite exciting.
What are your main ambitions and targets for your debut season here?
I think for me, obviously, I know a couple of the girls here and staff, like I've said. So just to settle in quite quickly, get down, work hard, and obviously push on throughout the season and try our best to obviously get to where we want to be at the end of the season. So I think it's just focusing on ourselves really and anything else.
I'm Carly Davies, I'm the head coach at Nottingham Forest Women. We come in for the start of pre-season with one plan, and by the time we left on day one we had another plan, so that was it was an exceptionally exciting time. Obviously it was all hands on deck, but it was one that we were prepared for and we were ready for. We want to play a lovely style of football, so we want to play a style of football that excites the fans. I said this last season and that hasn't changed. However, we have to evolve, and that's something that we'll be looking to do, and that's something that's already been set in motion this season. We're not going to stray too far away from our principles, which is, we want to be a side that dominates the ball, and we want to dominate the opposition out of possession as well, by making spaces feel really tight and difficult for them to play in. However, look, the game's evolving all the time, and we have to evolve with it. And hopefully, if we achieve what we aim to and set out to this season, that'll hold us in good stead for futures to come as well. They've had a good pre-season from what I've seen. Look, they have a way of playing, lots of rotations. They want to try and play with the ball and dominate the ball. And yes, we had good results against them last season, but that means nothing. This is a new year. They've come out, I think, and already said their ambition for the season as well, along with other clubs. So by no means is any fixture going to be an easy one. It's exciting. It's at the Bet365. It's on a beautiful stadium pitch. You know, so we're really looking forward to that, and we're looking forward to opening our league campaign against what I believe will be a contender this season.
Nottingham Forest women kick off their campaign with a trip to the Bet365 Stadium to face a Stoke side who will want to impress in front of their home fans.
Next up, we're back at the City Ground. I cannot wait, and I can't wait for that to be like our home. And yeah, just playing that pitch every week is going to be beautiful.
We reviewed the game. There were some things that we weren't pleased with, and there were some things that we were exceptionally pleased with. So that's what you would expect for an opening day of the season, but the 3 points on the board is the main thing.
Back at the City Ground this weekend, how does it feel to officially call this place home?
It's great. You should be playing at your club stadium. It's a wonderful pitch. It's a wonderful stadium. The feel that you get here, it's got a very much old school English traditional feel that not many clubs have anymore, because obviously they're all big brand spanking new stadiums. But that's what we love about it here. When you stand on the touch line and the fans in the terraces and they're singing, it's a wonderful experience, and I know it's one that all the staff and the players are looking forward to this week.
You're right. Yeah. Second door in now. It's the one round the corner now.
Oh, this looks good.
Right home.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Morning, morning, morning.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Afternoon, afternoon.
Well, feeling good? Yeah? Good. Pitch is beautiful, as we know. Great day, weather, perfect temperature for a game of football as well. So everything's there for you, everything's set. All right? This is a big moment today. And the reason I say that is when I was listening to that video that obviously you guys have just watched, and something stood out to me. So like when Mr. Marinakis was obviously stood in the town hall, like on top there and speaking to everybody, and he was like, this is the start of a new era, like this is the beginning of a new history for the club. And I feel like that is our moment today. And the reason I say that is because the support from the owner, us playing all our fixtures here at the City Ground, like looking around and seeing a full, squad of professional footballers and having everything at our disposal to be able to go and achieve our goal is exactly what we want. All right, so for me today, like, you shouldn't need any more motivation than that to go and win this game of football, okay? We can talk about tactics, we can talk about all that stuff, but ultimately you've got to want to play for the badge. You've got to want to play for the badge on your chest. You've got to want to play for each other. You've got to want to play for your staff, your families, and whatever that looks like for you, okay? So today, enjoy the moment, and let's make sure that we kick off our season at home with a win, and we make this place a horrible place for any opposition to come. And we do that by dominating the ball, we do that by dominating the space, and we do that by dominating our 1v1 battles, okay? You do that, I've no doubt that we will achieve our goal this season. This league is going to be tough, and it could very well come down to goal difference. It's already been won by goal difference before, and it was this club that did it. Okay, so it's really important that when you get your opportunities today, you put the ball in the back of the net, because the fans that have come out today have come out because they want to see a performance and they want to see us score goals. So put the ball in the back of the net, let's get the 3 points, and then we move on to next week. Yes? Yeah.
Right, just up on the toes.
Make sure everything we do with pride, we do with passion, and we do together. Okay, make sure we've got each other's backs. Last week we started slow. That's not the case today. We go out the traps. Get in their faces, make it hard for them, make sure that we're proactive. We don't wait for stuff to happen, we make it happen. If we score one, we go get the second. If we score two, we get the third. We have to be clinical, we have to be ruthless. But more than anything, we have to be together. So on with 1, 2, 3, press!
A few times first and then
yeah, the gap's open up.
Yeah.
I can see your shirt and just have a chat what you spoke about. Just said about moving it quicker. Girls, I'm not going to lie, I'm frustrated. I'm really frustrated. The first 10 minutes, like, fine, and then after that, it was like, oh, this is really comfortable, this is really easy. And then all of a sudden, it's like we've got a group of individuals wanting to take 5, 6, 7 touches, beat players in 1v1 situations all over the pitch. Since when have we ever done anything like that? That's not us. The way you beat a team like this is moving the ball quickly, playing off your 1-2 touches. Okay, you've seen how easy it was with the goal. When we did the profile, how did we say and where were the spaces that we could hurt these?
Into out passes out wide.
Into out passes, what else?
Slide passes.
Slide passes, where else?
Go against the flow.
Movement against the flow. Outside shoulder pockets. Midfielders, is there a lot of space? And I'm going to say it's selfish individuals right now, okay, trying to do everything themselves and put on a show. I don't want to see it. That's not us. That's not our identity. Okay, yes, I don't want you to take your flair away, but listen, if you're in a 2v1 situation, I don't expect you to be a 2v1 situation. Just move the ball and remove.
Well, advance
attention.
Alice, go here. Alice! Get in.
Come on!
I think once I watched the game back, I was really pleasantly surprised with some of the football that we played. There were some elements in the first half I was a little bit frustrated because I think we overplayed at times. But then when I watched it back, actually, we were far better than what I thought. So yeah, no, really pleasing with some of the passages of play and also the goals that we scored as well. There was a variety in there, which is always pleasing. So it was a good afternoon.
Up at the weekend as well, a big task against Wolves away. Is that going to be one of the tougher ones we'll face this year?
I think so. They've always been a tough outfit. Three fixtures last year, we won 2, and I don't like to talk about that third one, but look, that shows the character that's in that group. And yes, they've had some disruption this season, but they're a together group. They're a strong group. They're always well organised. They're very physical. They can be aggressive, and you have to match them all over the pitch. It's no given, not just because you're a professional outfit and they're not, doesn't give you any given right to win a game of football, and we won't take them lightly. We'll be as prepared as we always are in all elements of our game, and as long as we turn up and we match them across the pitch from a physical output, I believe that we have the ability on the ball to get a positive result.